Come with me on a day in the life of a real estate investor who has an 80 unit rental portfolio that it self manages and 3 to 4 active remodels going on. Guys, if you followed the video last week, I gave my contractors another week to try to make it work, to save the relationship, and so this is going to be the end result. Guys, if this is the first time on the channel, I give you guys raw, unedited footage of my life as a landlord. If you stick around to the end of the video today, I'm actually going to go walk some properties that I'm going to write some scope of work for. So that's good experience for everybody to see. But all right, guys, if you like the content, head over to my YouTube channel and subscribe.
Okay.
Forgot that damn pipe for the water heater too, so I'm gonna have to run back and go grab it right now.
For the water heater?
Yeah, for the drain line.
Oh, the CPVC? You haven't hooked up the water heater yet? You haven't hooked up the water heater yet?
No, this is take long. It's just that one hose.
Yeah, but we gotta be able to test to make sure we got hot water everywhere.
Oh.
We gotta be able to test to make sure we got hot water everywhere, though. Where'd all the smoke detectors go?
They're in the closet up here. We took them off because I stopped painting texture on that spot that needed up there.
Oh, okay.
You have that piece of paper all over here, so I can shoot this texture with it as it painted it. Just the last little touch ups on the wall, we got straight, and the baseboard on these two walls. Or you know what, if you just want to real quick, put this light fixture outside on the front porch, just that one out. You see anything else that you need us to touch up or you want us to touch up besides the things that I'm finishing up, which is just the paint in here, and then I have this little patch I gotta shoot a little texture off right here too. And I gotta put this thing down. All of
That
this.
thing too.
Well, this thing didn't have the screws for it, but I went and got some from Home Depot right now. I need to see if they fit.
Okay.
So all of this is already done too. All this stuff is braced up. Everything works. Drains are all good.
You checked them out for leaks and everything?
Yeah.
Did this get secured?
Yeah, it's screwed in on the back. I put strapping
Maybe
on
just
it,
put a-
2x4.
Do you have any more of that black caulk or whatever, just to caulk around it?
Yeah, I have one more too. Do you want me to seal those two? Both of them?
Yeah. After you screw it in and seal it, obviously, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, we gotta get the hot water on to be able to try.
I'm gonna, I'll look it up right now. And then I'll go grab that little pipe and hook it on there. But, the electric cord, they're gonna plug it in? Or?
Yeah, I mean, whenever.
There's only 3 wires, right?
I don't even think it's.
Is it
I don't even think it's. I don't even think it's 3. No, it's 220.
It's a 220.
Yeah, but just Goes in here.
I'll hook it up right now. If it's just that, then I just gotta make sure the breaker's off. I'll turn all the power off right now and I'll hook it up.
Yeah, it's just those three.
Well, it doesn't even have the breaker in there, so as long as the breaker's out, there's no power in it. So the fuse.
Where's the fuse at? Oh, there it is.
Right there, and the cover's right there.
Yeah, that's why there's a, because that's the code. It has to have that or whatever. That stupid shut off thing. Yeah, most places don't even have
Everything
it.
else back here is good. I mean, I know we gotta sweep them off.
Yeah, I still gotta clean and shit. But yeah,
Windows look good to you.
yeah, windows are good. If you have some paint thinner, I saw y'all blasted this just to fucking clean it off for me because I can't even read the screen on it. And the outlet is still covered up.
Yeah, and then this light,
Again,
I gotta finish wiping it.
I was gonna say, yeah, all the overspray and shit like that. Once that all is done, I mean, everything else looks fine.
Okay.
And did you seal this?
That one is just it just slides on. There's no screws for it. So
Well,
what I'm gonna do is
probably say
silicone it.
silicone or sealing
Yeah.
or something like that or whatever. But yeah, the rest back here looks.
Just try to bang it on over.
Well, it's tough because I'm probably just gonna make a gap on the other side.
I should be able to slide it over. You got out of surgery already, so they already did it. They removed the hernia. Get some rest, dog. We'll be out. Yeah, as soon as I get our doctor to work, and then next week, if you're good, yeah, we'll be out there again.
Hey, have you been able to get over to a state yet?
No, it went up, but it went up to almost 14,000, like 14,500.
Okay.
Yeah, I told them it has to be $1.20 a square foot.
The fan, it's not a fan, it's the, yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the problem. There's no switch. What switch have you been hitting? Both. They're both not on a switch. Right? It's the living room and the dining room, right? There's no switch for it?
There's no switch for either one of them. Neither one of them even have power.
No, that's what it is. It's the kitchen and dining room. Like, there's no switch and there's no power to them. No, that's like for the old exterior light. You can use that switch if you can, but that switch is to the old exterior light that was in that breezeway beforehand. Well, I mean, we need to. They don't have any power to begin with, and there's no. My guess is there was the switch was probably on the wall that Richard fucking took down, and never flagged that wire or anything like that. So it's probably just sitting in the attic somewhere, cut or whatever. So whatever the fastest, easiest way just to get those two lights, they can be on the same switch. Also, yeah. Also, while we're there, I need, because you'll see right now the fridge is fucking plugged into like the outlet. The outlet on the other side of the wall.
The GFI's there now, and it's a 3-prong, so you can put it on the other side now.
Can you loop to the GFCIs in the kitchen and just put an outlet behind the fridge, so that way they don't have to have the cord sticking inside over the countertop or whatever?
Makes sense. Yes, I'll do that. I'll
Okay. All right. So add a plug, tie in the counter plugs, and then add a switch and get those two on a switch. Today? Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Later. Bye.
The only thing left back here is all this concrete, bro.
Just make it look pretty, bro. You don't gotta fucking do nothing with it.
Try to move it away from shit or pile it off.
Yeah, I mean, if you could try to fucking form this, make it look like it was supposed to be here, I guess. Like, just fucking put it in a
Well,
pad.
they were facing up. You see them?
Yeah.
That bottom part goes down. It was a bitch to get them out of there, bro. They're fucking heavy, and they got like little pieces of rebar and shit in them. But he's painting these other pieces over here right now. That's the last of the trim work that we had, siding, whatever.
Okay, well, these we can put back in the squares or whatever that they were. The concrete pieces.
There's 3 or 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you able to move them like to the back of the yard or something like that, or
If I had a
no?
wheelbarrow, we can move them because these will break. This one I broke it in half already. There was another piece. I think one of these other ones was hooked up to it, and we hit it with a sledgehammer and broke it in half. But yeah, the only way to move them is by wheelbarrow, bro, because they're fucking heavy. Each one of those things probably weighs like 400 or 500 pounds, bro.
Can we stick them underneath the house? Is there a way to get them underneath the house?
What if I just drag them out here, get them out of the way, or set them up like
That's what I'm saying. Set them up like it's supposed to. You see how it has this or whatever? I know it's not going to look form or whatever, but set them up just obviously not on the piping.
Yeah, all of this is all pipe on this side. That's where all these pieces came from. It was like kind of boxed in, and then it went that way.
So if you can just make them look like, put the square pieces back.
Out of the way so they're not thrown
just
everywhere.
get them out of the way. Get them off the side, lined up or something like that, so they look like they're supposed to be there. And that'll be good for that.
We took all the material that was here, except for this that we didn't fit on my trailer. Everything's over there on Robertson. I gotta unload my trailer over there too. I just dropped it off the other night.
That's fine.
All of these blocks, we're just gonna stack them back up. You're gonna leave them here, right?
Just stack them with that stack, yeah. That's fine.
Yeah, I had moved them to put that wood on there so they won't be on the ground. But
Can you toss that in the dumpster at Robinson too, please?
yeah,
That door. Is this just extra pipe?
Yeah, that was left over too. The other 3-inch pipe that was left over, I took it to Robertson. I'll take those over there too.
All right.
And then all these trash cans, I don't know if they were riches or what. Just throw them away too.
Yeah, you can haul them over to Robinson and then just toss them in the dumpster, yeah.
All right, so I'm going to voice over these as I walk these because obviously there's not much audio. So this property is in a great area. There was no pictures on the MLS. This is something I definitely look for when they don't have any pictures because you just really know what you're walking into. And sure enough, this house is actually really well kept. It's obviously super outdated, needs to be updated. But as far as like foundation was good, roof was good. It actually had a pool that I did not know it had a pool. So these are good properties that I like to look for because you basically come in, it's being lived in, so that kind of verifies that you have hot water everywhere, your sewer lines do work. Everything is really just cosmetic. So this is definitely a property I'm going to put an offer in. It's real simple, real easy. Write your numbers for a cosmetic rehab, submit the offer. So this second house, again, in a great area, great size house. Problem is, these are very, very, very old houses out here. And they typically are going to have a lot of the same issues, and that's why a lot of people stay away from them. I personally own probably 20 homes within a square block of this house, so I know all the common problems that I'm going to run into. And whenever you have houses that are left like this without the HVAC running, like they've obviously been vacant for a long time, when you have pier and beam homes and you have hot humid air and it comes up from the floor and you don't have the HVAC system on, most people don't know that your HVAC system is also a dehumidifier. So if you're not running your HVAC system, you get exactly what you see on the floor here, where if you look to the right, you can see right there, there's massive holes in the floor. That whole hallway while I was walking was super soft and ready to basically fall through when I was walking through there. So, which might be good for me because it might scare away a lot of the retail buyers that would probably try to do like some DIY stuff, because Most people aren't going to repair subfloor and stuff like that. So might be able to get it for a good price, but obviously not going to know. It just got listed, so we'll see. I always make sure I check the back to make sure the electric meter is there. A lot of these vacant homes, if they've been sitting for long enough, the electric company will actually come and pull the meter out of it. So that's one thing I'm always going to check to make sure on a vacant home. Hey, is the meter there? Because if not, the whole house has to get brought up to electrical code before the city will come put a meter in. So it is a huge pain in the ass. But guys, if you like the content, please subscribe to the channel. Helps me out a lot. I'll see you all around.